Last year, we were down in Tuscaloosa filming with you for SI College Road Trip. And I
Yeah.
asked you, what do you want to do post college? And you told us that you want to be the first NFL majorette for the Tennessee Titans. Fast forward
Yes.
a year later, that is now a reality. Talk to me about how this all came to be.
So honestly, that interview kind of started it all. I had that crazy dream. When you asked me, I was like, well, this is a crazy dream, but I don't even know how I'm gonna go about chasing it. And so we did that interview, and 3 weeks later, I was asked to be the guest of the game at the Titans. So I went to that game and I met a ton of people, and I honestly just fell in love with, the Tennessee Titans. And so fast forward graduation, Alabama, and I decided for this dream, I was like, if I'm going to go towards it, I'm going to put everything into it. I had to come up with a PowerPoint. I wanted any question that they could have possibly asked me about the position, I wanted to have it answered. So I studied the Blue Crew drumline, and that's who I will be twirling alongside with this fall. Every single move that they make on game day, I studied it. I watched every single YouTube video, so I made the PowerPoint, and within that, I put what a game day would look like of me twirling alongside them. I sent them a highlight reel of me twirling. I got a music file made of all the Blue Crew tunes, put it together, made a routine to it, sent that over. I honestly had every single question answered for them, even volunteering, what that would look like, what being a brand ambassador for something much bigger than myself would be like, and just being a good role model on and off the field, because obviously it's NFL, it is a paid position, so you're there to do what you're doing and do it the right way. So I wanted them to know how dedicated I was to this, and that it wasn't just a dream just for me, that it was, a goal, a big, big goal, and I was making a position that didn't even exist.
Okay, so you mentioned that you've been training for like 5 hours a day, and I see your TikToks. You look good, girl. What has the training been like leading up to this?
So I started off in January, just like training, doing tricks, like one baton, two baton, three baton, all the things, because obviously I didn't have choreography to do. And so I was just really stamina, preparing my body and working out. I trained baton for 3 hours and I start working out. And then when I got the call in May that I had the position, I immediately started choreography, because our first game is August 22nd. So that doesn't give you a lot of time. So I started choreography, and since then I've been spending 5, 6 hours in the gym, because the Blue Crew plays a lot of tunes throughout the entire game, and coming up with choreography is just very time consuming. And so I'll be in the gym just like looking at the ground trying to come up with choreography.
You're actually designing all of the choreography for this role, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's so
Every
crazy,
single.
because at Alabama, you had coaches that did that for you. So what's that been like?
It's honestly awesome, because, as a line at Alabama, there's so many of us. So there's so many things, we don't get to do. Obviously, we had our Crimson Net tryouts, and everyone gets to show their talent, but you can't really do that on the field with 30 girls and trying to keep it all together. So being by myself, I'm getting to do more tricks, and I'm getting to kind of just like make it my own, make it unique. And so it's been really cool getting to come up with the choreography. And the Blue Crew obviously is not a full 400-piece band. So getting to come up with different choreography for just like a different tune has been really, really cool and fun to come up with. I'm also juggling drumsticks now, and I'm getting to do stuff with the cymbals. So like it's different aspects of things, and it's so much fun.
How are you feeling like ahead of the first game? Are you nervous? Are you excited? What are the emotions?
I obviously am very excited, but I'm incredibly nervous because it's very different. NFL Stadium is different, but also I'm by myself. So I'm used to being with a team of girls, and also like 400 people of the band behind me. And so now I'm just like just me, one man show twirling. So I am very, very nervous. And I'm sure the first game the nerves will be very, very high. But I do think, I've prepped and prepared myself as much as I possibly could. So I think once I get there and I, step foot on the field for maybe the first 20 seconds, I'm going to be like, oh my goodness. But then I'll just start soaking it in. So the nerves will be high, but I'm very excited.
If there's anything to prepare you for this moment, it is an SEC football game. That is like
Yes.
most intense environment you can get in college football. So you're going to do fantastic. I just know it.
Thank you.
But I do want to ask you about the uniform because it looks amazing. Did you have any, say in the creative process for that?
Yes, I did. So they kind of told me, their thoughts on it, and we kind of went in together. Of course, I, love all the bling and all the things. So we kind of went back and forth on different ideas, and they love fringe. So we were like, we have to put fringe on it. It's Nashville. And so it was a joint thing together, but it turned out so good, and it's iconic, and I love it so much.
There's a lot of young girls that look up to you and probably want to do what you do one day. What would your message be for them?
That makes me emotional because I remember being such a little kid and looking up even to the Crimsonettes like, oh my goodness, I want to be that one day. And I would just say, no dream is too big. Even with this, I kept telling myself that. I was like, this is crazy, I can't do this, but like, no dream, whether you're twirling, no matter what it is, no dream is too big. Chase after it, put your heart to it, and it can happen.